flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here goes tonight. 120. Mavericks. Check 52.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Right there.
So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper!
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Right, 58, right there. Here we go. Five.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The end result, 21 yards. Cook's now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2 times.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the Seahawks 10-yard line.
Let's get it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Come off the ball.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Locke. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Line 20. I got one. 6 gone. Check 6 gone. Check 24. Check 24. Shell. Turbo, set.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Locke to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about...
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 83 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lock now on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seahawks.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Of course, in the secondary, guys have to make a lot of tackles.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Goff now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Big grip.
They run again with Carson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180. Here we go. Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get him. 56 to Mike.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the backer. Slam. Super one. I got it.
Again, it's Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Slam, slam. Cornell. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,